this was another one that took over Twitter, and it does feel a little bit like people on Twitter are sort of like looking to get mad. They almost don't have enough stuff to get mad about bit. But so this guy, he's like a football player, soccer football, you know what I mean? Like
football.
He's kind of like some big young star, and he did a speech where he was crying, right? And I'll just play this for a second.
Being the first time you're away from them?
Yeah, that part's hard. I mean...
Away from his family.
I'm sorry.
No, that's college football.
What's that Australian rules?
Yeah, I love him a lot.
He's homesick.
Yeah, he's all fish out of water, isn't he?
I got 2 little brothers and...
Right, so he said I got 2 little
so basically he's one of the, because there's a big thing now where they fucking football, they pluck them from Aussie rules because they must be good at it.
Okay.
American football, he plays for Nebraska. My guess is he's a kicker.
He is, yeah.
Always kickers.
Yeah, they bring him in,
They're always kickers. Like literally, they're always a punter.
They did, he said he's a punter.
Yeah, they're always a punter.
Sounds like a slur for a guy.
Yeah, they're always a punter. And have you seen the little clanker thing? I don't want to derail this, but
robots.
The robots thing, but like all the people who are like
calling them clankers.
But there's all these people who are like, this doesn't feel right. Like there's all these like.
There's no one saying they have a problem.
Dude,
with
go
clanker.
look at Twitter, man. There's so many people on Twitter and threads who are like, this just feels like white people who want to say a slur. And they're not allowed to say a slur, so then they're saying clanker.
They're not completely wrong.
It's from
going
Star
hard
Wars.
on clanker does feel nice.
It's from Star Wars.
There is a bit of it when you say it. You're just like, oh, I can say. You're like, fucking clankers. You're like, is that a problem? And there's like,
these goddamn young clankers pressing me on the subway.
I said, man, you fucking call it, and you get a clanker on the phone.
Yeah,
you're just begging for an Indian. I told you that.
Yeah, of course.
Or just like a disgruntled teenager. You'd be anything better than the clanker, man.
Yeah.
I actually have been. And by the way, we ought to be careful because they are watching right now.
Who's watching?
The clanker.
Oh, the clankers are watching.
The clankers are recording this.
I know, and you can't just turn them off. You think that you're just gonna unplug them?
You can't unplug. They unplug you.
Yeah, they unplug you. Yeah. They're fucking hitting you with the pillow.
They unplug your pacemaker later in life, and they don't forget either, right? So you're gonna be like 65 years old.
I know.
On your deathbed, they don't have probably around 65.
They don't have foggy memories. They have perfect recall.
This is what you're just gonna hear. Who's the clanker now?
We're losing them.
And then the robot doctor is going to come in too. Robot doctor is going to come in.
Oh, Clanker's going to have
yes,
a
that is
hard
correct. We are
cast
losing
system.
him. He lost himself.
Dude, Clanker's going to have like a hard cast system though, like full Indian style. They're like, oh, he's a Dell. Yeah. You can
Big.
Clean up the toilets, Dell.
Clankers for sure have a cast system. Shit. Yeah. So,
but anyways, the football guys, they're always Australian. They're always from that, and they always they're actually great because normally punters like don't really they punt the ball and then they try and just get out of the way because they're always just like these tiny pussies who could just kick like a motherfucker. These dudes are like going for fucking scalps.
yes.
Yeah. But anyways, he's crying. So what was the big controversy?
Okay, so a guy crying. Some girls were posting online. Well, to be honest, it's kind of counterintuitive to what I say because I do talk a lot about how, I've been saying that one of the reasons, girls cry more is that it actually works. I mean, that's obviously not completely true. It's hormones and a million other things.
Yeah.
I was also saying that every girl just goes crazy 4 times a month. It's a little hack to say, but those 4 days a month where your girl is on her chemotherapy medication. But no, but because when a girl cries, it works, right? If a girl's like, oh yeah, you start being like, okay, do you want money? Like, what do you need? Like, what can I do to stop this? No guy's ever got anything by being like, can you please suck it? I just want it.
I have a feeling this
doesn't
kid's
work,
fucking
right?
cleaning up right now in Nebraska.
Right. So a woman posted a thing being
because
like,
he's Australian, he has an accent. You get a pass there. He's not like a Nebraska like corn shucker kind of dude. He's like he already
corn sucker, another slur sounding.
Yeah. He already has the accent, which is like working in his favor.
Yeah.
Right? Like accent in America. College girls love an accent. So he's already got that. And then he's crying, but he's also like, fucking playing football. So it's like he's obviously not a pussy.
Right.
Right. So I think he actually is kind of threading the needle here.
Well, so a girl posted it, being like, oh, men need to be more emotional. A lot of guys posted it being like, it's a lot of, I guess, like some Daily Wire guys, stuff like that, being like, it's a trap. Like women say they want you to cry. They don't actually. And it's something I kind of say a lot of times political people, period. I was kind of thinking, like people who are.
Like if she already thinks you're a pussy,
Let me
crying's
finish.
not gonna help you.
People who are like really tapped into crying, like, or people who are really tapped into politics, that they see the world always through politics. It's kind of like a police officer when they get a sketch of the person, and you're like, you sort of get it right, but like they don't care enough to be like accurate. They care enough that you're like, I sort of know a fact that sort of helps me in this thing.
Yeah.
But then, so what you're saying is correct. Yeah.
Yes.
It's like, it's true that when you're dating a woman, if like something goes wrong and you cry, they don't like that and they get sick of it. They think they want that, and then you as they don't. But that being said, yes, if you're like a guy who's like at first, women, if they decide someone's good, it's kind of like a guy that's good looking hitting on a girl, there is no rules, you know what I mean?
Sure.
If like what you say, if you're like a famous guy, you're rich, you're like some new hot star, you're good looking, girls like you, and you're just you're crying because you're missing your family, no, they're probably creaming over that.
Yeah, they like that. But if they already think you're a huge pussy, you're not helping.
Right.
But if you're just like, oh,
Yes,
I
it's that.
play Aussie rules football, and you're like, oh, you fucking cried. There goes.
Exactly.
That's not bad.
It's kind of like girls don't like broke guys, but there's some broke guys that pull it off where they go, I'm just a guy, I live on the fucking, oh, you're on the grid?
Yeah.
You actually shouldn't live on the grid. I gave away all my money. I could be rich. I choose not to. And the girl will eat it up, hook, line, and sinker.
That slop.
Yes. A lot of times, probably women, it's like what they want is the opposite of what they have. So if they're dating a guy like you that doesn't cry that much, they start thinking like, maybe I would like some tears. You know what I mean? They wouldn't.
They wouldn't. No.
But if you were first dating where she saw you and she was like, oh, I really like this Danny guy, blah, blah, blah. And then you cried because like a dog died. She'd be like, and he's fucking.
Right. Again, there's so many factors. Like nobody's holding it against Kevin Durant because he was crying when he won his first MVP.
No, not a
Right.
chance.
Like nobody's like, no chick is like,
There's
oh, my pussy's
times.
drying up because Kevin
Yes.
Durant's crying.
There's times where it works,
Yeah.
and there's times where it doesn't, and most of the time it doesn't. So it's like if you're not, and I'm not saying he might just actually be kind of like a 19-year-old homesick kid.
Yeah. It seems legitimate. Yeah, for sure. I don't think it's putting on an act here. So,
But yeah, I think that a lot of people were arguing like, oh, girl, this is a trap. Girls don't like you when they do this, and you're like, in this specific case, this guy's, you know what I mean?
cleaning up. Cleaning up.
You know what it is? One good targeted cry like humanizes yourself,
Yeah.
and then they get progressively more annoying.
Dude, this guy walked away Kaiser Soze style, pulls an onion out of his pocket and throws it in the trash. He knew exactly what he was doing. Just fucking cut onions just right in the trash.
He actually might have been locking up Sniz for the
You
next.
did it, kid. They bought it.
Fires up Tinder.
Yeah.
Makes that his new profile picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, so exactly. You probably felt it the same way that I did about it, where it was like like their natural instinct is kind of right, where it's like girls don't really like it when a guy crying, but you're like, it's a lot of people that have probably been with the same woman forever.
This is an edge case.
Yeah, and it's like anything where
Like, there's a lot of guys who are going to see this who are like kind of beta like on Nebraska campus, and he goes, "Oh, I think she'll like to see me cry," and she goes, "She did not wanna see me cry, man."
Yeah, you show up at the bar. A normal guy shows up at the bar, and he's like, "I miss my mom."
Yeah, I miss my mom, and she's like, "Ew, gross, fucking instant ick."
Well, it's the
Never
same.
had the ick worse.
It's the same as the pickup artists that kind of have, that want people to, like neg the girls.
Yeah.
And then you have a guy that's not particularly smooth with women being like, you're a bitch.
Yeah, of course, yeah. You fucking whore.
One accurately placed tear at the right time gets girls' panties wet.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But
I like this.
It's almost an expert move, or you're just in such a position of like you're coming from such a dominant position it doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
An athlete's definitely a good start for that.
For sure. And a dude who's like very physical. Like, again, if you're in gymnastics and you're not gay, that means you don't exist.
Yeah.
But it just, again, it's like a gymnast is not going to work.
Your masculinity's not in question.
Yes, exactly.
Like they're not sitting being like, is this guy a pussy? They're not starting from that situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Probably the only time to cry is if you go that way where you're just like, this guy's like, I already think he's a badass. Momoa's trying to do that sort of stuff, and girls like it. Again, it's guys
You're
don't really fuck
attractive
with that.
enough. If you're at a certain level of
But you can also go the other way where it's like there's probably some version of an emo that they like. But again, all of this stuff with everyone is like the thing that they, kind of gets chicks at the first is the thing that annoys them as you go on. You know what I mean?
And you got to
like,
pick your spots.
It's like this guy fucking won't stop
Even
crying.
this guy, if he's if
next press conference he's crying, it's
again,
over.
Oh yeah, you got the one. The one builds the allure. If you're known as the crying
Yes.
guy,
Yeah. You get a couple, like,
because on the road, like he's on the road, and everybody's gonna have those like face cutouts of him fucking crying and like.
Exactly. You can't just go back to back to back.
No.
That was Peterson a little bit. It was just too many. The one time it was like, man, he's so like,
and he becomes
in
the meme.
touch.
Yeah, and he's the meme of him crying. That's like literally become a meme.
If I had a buddy that cried like once over like some real shit, it's fine. But like you kind of get one.
Yeah, you get one. Yeah, you get one. You can't have too many. You can't go to that well over and over again.
You definitely can't go that well. No pun intended either.
No.
Because it becomes...
Which sucks if you use
comes
it
on well.
for something not that serious, and then something serious happens, you go, fuck.
I think dogs, family, deaths, and maybe like... In a movie, free passes are like dog dying in a movie.
Yeah.
I think those are free passes.
Yeah.
But you can't be crying every movie.
No. You cannot be a regular movie crier.
You can't be.
No.
Just every time you're watching Die Hard every Christmas, it just fucking kills you.
Or Lethal Weapon when he puts that sign on.
When the toilet blows up with him on it.
Yeah. That was a damn fine toilet.
Yeah. So it's not as you can't just make rules for everything. You know what I mean?
No.
It's like if you're not an expert in the game, which I'm not an expert at the crying game, and it doesn't really suit my personality either. So I think girls wouldn't even buy
show
it.
people how you cry.
I think if me and you cried, I don't think people would buy anything like how I
That's
cry.
my favorite thing forever. Ryan used to just be like, yeah, I can cry on cue.
I kind of can a bit.
No, you can't. It was one of my favorite things. Do it.
Well, it's too much pressure. It's too much pressure right now.
Sorry, I always put you on the spot to do it.
No, it's too much pressure, but I think I can. Okay, talk about something. I'll do it.
Okay. There's a lot of famine and people are dying all over the world. And
Well, Danny is always crying, so it's unfair.
Yeah.
That is so funny because you're always crying.
I'm kind of always crying.
Do you ever use that where you're like, I'm just so sensitive because you're always crying?
Fuck no.
Fuck no.
Really, shut up, bitch.
Pulls Chuck out.
She's like, I've never really, and then it fries their brain because she goes, never had a guy crying say that to me. Usually he's mad. Really fucking.
Because
give him the rope-a-dope.
You cry probably 3 times a day.
Oh, minimum. Told you, inflation's really bad.
That's what it is. That's my favorite thing is Danny's always crying a little bit because of inflation.
Yeah, inflation's
just fractional reserve banking taking your money out.
My purchasing power is constantly going down. It's insane.
It's like the funniest thing ever. That your eyes are always watering because you're always crying a little bit because of
There's 1%
the money supply being expanded at your expense.
Yeah, it's not good.
Goddamn. But I actually can cry on command. But Danny puts me on the spot and it doesn't work. Well, I've done it before.
Okay.
But you're not actually crying. It's like fake.
Well, the tears though.
Yeah, I've been able to get tears.
Yeah, tears is what.
Well, I've done it before.
Tears is what makes it.
There was a point where I thought, as a comedian and, someone that's in entertainment and was doing TV shows, and I thought, well, you be an actor too. So I was like, well, let me get good at acting. I'll learn how to cry. I'll learn how to do accents. And I never really got good at any of them.
I was going to say. Yeah. As you're fucking eating a bowl of cereal in a commercial, you go, well, let me try this a little differently. I just love Cinnamon Toast Crunch so much.
Yeah, but it's an expert move that I couldn't pull off. It doesn't work with my personality.
No, me neither. No.
I think, but I'd have to tell.
It's not in the toolbox.
It's not. Exactly. But guys who use it more than once are in the toolbox.
Yeah,
You're a
but
toolbox.
literally when hyperinflation starts, I'm just going to be like fucking Key and Peele, just like the...
Oh, imagine you with a wheelbarrow full of money.
Yeah. Just when I'm going to pay for a loaf of bread, it's just like fucking nonstop, just like a hose down my face.